So as a quick comparison for size for ML4 versus the ML6, you can quickly see the ML6 is substantially shorter. You could remove the ML4 is substantially shorter. You could remove the handle from the ML6, but that's going to remove your water tightness and your waterproofing, so we can't really recommend that. Put that back on. And just for comparison, here's a standard size credit card, which is obviously not a credit card. It's only slightly taller. So yeah, it's pretty compact. It's just shy of 10 centimeters in length. In the box, you just get a standard charger. Well, far from a standard charger, it's a magnetic charger with a little cutout in it. So you can't connect it the wrong way. Connects fairly solidly. You can actually hold the whole unit up from the magnetic charger. And it connects to a USB-A port. So most people have one of those on their laptop unless they've got a new MacBook, in which case they'll need to use a converter. The battery is a 3.7 volt 14500, otherwise known as an AA battery, but it's a lithium ion 3.7 volt AA battery. It does generally look like an AA battery, but I wouldn't put this in any other device. Goes in the end quite simply. And that's it. That's it. As clever as it gets on that front. The build of it is very simple. Nice solid plastic lid, solid plastic handle, and a spring-loaded clip to close the carabiner. Materials, fully plastic, if I'm honest. Hard plastic. It is a hard plastic, although there is some give in that top carabiner, and a hard plastic bottom. But the bottom does feel a little bit flimsy, if I'm honest. I'm sure it lasts for a long time, as all LED lenser stuff comes with a 7-year warranty. But it does feel a little bit flimsy, and unlike the ML6, which screws on, this only has a little like quarter turn, not even quarter turn, a fifth of a turn before it locks on and off. That's it. That's the turn right there. The ML6, on the other hand, has a very substantial metal bottom, which takes a while to take off because it is a lovely screw on, screw off affair. Durability, fully plastic, polycarbonate lens. The lens, again, just like the ML6, does direct light downwards. So if we boost this up just to get a nice comparison, that's my hand next to it. Turn it upside down, and you generally don't get the same sort of light directionality. Now, I'm going to have to switch on a lamp here, but I'm not sure if you can see it or not. This is one I've had in my pocket for roughly a week and a half. I've had this in my pocket. I've dropped it a few times. I've put keys in my pocket with it. I've put it next to my wallet, my keys, change, all the usual things people would do. I've tried to beat it up without being excessive. Really try to scratch it a little bit, try to damage it through normal wear and tear, not be excessive really, but just to get the sort of wear and tear you would expect if you owned one. And I have to be honest, oops, I've dropped it. The only thing that's really scratched up is the top here and the top of the handle. The lens itself looks pristine. I'm not going to say it's going to hold up forever and look pristine, but I'm sure it'll hold up for most people that have any real care for it. The lens itself has these little ridges in it, little rings in it, which are actually phosphorescent as well. Unlike the ML6, which only has the phosphorescent ring at the top and bottom, these little rings are phosphorescent. So when we switch off the lights and switch off the unit, we will actually slightly glow. Now it's hard to pick that up on the camera, but you can see the little ring at the bottom anyway. The bottom top again is phosphorescent. Yeah, I think it's phosphorescent is the word I'm looking for. Usages. It's a great backpack marker. So if you're riding a bike and you're riding through the city and you just want a little red flashing light to stick on the back of your bike or to hang from your backpack, etc. Perfect. You hang it from the seat of your bike, hang it from your backpack, hang it from your belt. Who really cares? That will work. If you just need general lighting in the office, maybe you're under your desk, then it works. It's perfect for that. If you just need to, you're going out, going for a little walk, it's perfect for that. It's a 360 degree light, perfect. You can have it on white or red mode. Changing mode is a bit of a pain in the ass. You have to hold the button for a couple of seconds to change between white and red, but that's fine. There is a lock and unlock feature, so you don't accidentally activate it. To be honest with you, you're not going to accidentally activate this thing. There's a nice carabiner over the top protecting the button, so it's just not likely. So you could use that 4 seconds to unlock and 5 seconds to lock thing to hold the button, but it's just not necessary. The modes are simple. Oops. Low, medium, bright. You run this at 300 lumens for a couple of hours, but the battery will die quite quickly. So if you're thinking about camping with this, bear in mind you will need to charge that battery. But that's not necessarily the end of the world because it does take an AA battery. You don't need to use that 3.7 volt lithium ion rechargeable battery. But if you want to get about 70 hours out of it, run it on low mode and you're fine. Or you can run it on medium mode and that's plenty of light. I've used this in the house just to test it out, and that produces way more than enough light to do most things around the bedroom, or we'll go as far as the kitchen, but around the living room, just things like that. And it's generally a good thing that I would actually buy. Well, I say I would actually buy. I've bought two, so we know I'd buy them. But I've bought two, and they're generally good lights. The ML6 is more a dedicated lamp, a lot brighter, headline figures. Sorry, need to put a battery in this one, but I've got another one here. Again, without a battery in it, so let's put a battery in one. The ML6 is a much brighter light, and we'll just quickly compare the brightness output. And you'll see that the ML6 does have substantially more output on there. So even if I run this at maximum brightness, 1, 2, 3, the ML6 is not actually even at brightest at its full power, and it's producing a lot more light. So if you need the light output, the ML6 is a great work light. You can even boost it to 750 lumens from the current 500s at now. Again, that's a boost mode, so not continuous light output. But as you can see, every day this is a great light. Don't be afraid to buy one. They are a little bit expensive because it is LedLenser, and LedLenser are a premium manufacturer. But I've had lots of LedLenser products. They last a long time. So inside an urban environment, this is what the Coleman 200 aluminum lamp looks like. You get a nice little ground illumination. You can see the fence back there. But that is just 200 luminums. ML4 from LedLenser, as you can probably see, is actually glowing a bit more now, the darkness. That's its lowest setting, 150 luminums and 300 luminums. It is actually considerably brighter than the Coleman, even though it is a fraction of the size. Now, just for comparison, I'll stick the Coleman next to it, and you can see the sheer difference in size between the ML4 and the Coleman. Now, this is quite a small Coleman, in all fairness. They do much bigger ones, but it's the 200 aluminum one you'd get. Again, just for fairness and comparison, that's maximum output on the LedLenser ML4. We just hold that on, red, and then flash it. So back on to its white mode, and we're just going to pull out the much bigger brother, the ML6, for comparison, because this is the medium setting now, where most people are going to have this set most of the time. And just want to put that away. Take out the LedLenser ML6, Put it right next to it. That's the same medium setting on the LedLenser ML6. Now, switching off the ML4, we can see, even though it's medium setting, you get a nice even light distribution all over the ground, and you can see back there quite easily. Now we can boost the brightness on that. That's the maximum brightness. That's it. That's a review of the ML4 and the M against both the ML6 and the Coleman. So just to conclude, really, we've got a lithium AA battery, standard AA battery you can pick up in any shop whatsoever. From Energize, we've got the rechargeable 3.7 volt LED Lenser rechargeable battery. But just to prove that the difference in brightness is quite negligible in terms of actually using the unit with a standard battery instead of a rechargeable battery. So as you can see, it's a single take. You can see it is slightly brighter on the rechargeable battery. So that's its medium setting. Going up to its medium setting, it does get quite a bit brighter. That's maximum output. Maximum output. It is brighter on the rechargeable battery, but it's not substantial enough to worry about it all the time. It's just if you really want to make sure you're getting the most out of it, you will want to use that 3.7 volt rechargeable battery. And that's my review of the ML4. Well, thank you very much, and hope you have a good day.